Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, let's start off with a quick correction for yesterday's show. I wrongly said yesterday that I was using LUT for Snowfall. I was using Relight Cool. So, yes, if you're wondering why the colours are different today when I am using LUT for Snowfall, well, that's because yesterday we wasn't. Right, let's move on. Now, today, it's a Snowfall map because it's Christmas. It's the final one of the year, the final map of the year. Will it be one of the best maps of the year? Well, I'll break the news to you now and I'm going to break it gently. It's not, but it's probably just a little bit better than yesterday's. So, rolling on that, let's entertain ourselves, shall we, with a little bit of button clicking. Do you know what sort of button I would like you to click? See if you can guess by this tip. That's right, hitting the thumb button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people and helps me grow a little bit more every single day, so thanks for your support. Today's map is Ho 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 by Reju. Yes, a fairly generic Snowfall map. They say it's got atmosphere. Well, maybe it has. Let's have a look. There's your start square. Not too much to say about that really. There's just one highway running across this map, so all your traffic's on there. The terrain height on that central island thing is very flat indeed. Everywhere else, just some slight undulation. All the resources are centered on that central island as well, so basically that's where you're going to be doing your building. And then off to the workshop. What do you need? Well, it is a Snowfall DLC map. You will need Snowfall for this one. We will be using the Vanilla Snowfall theme and the Vanilla Snowfall LUT, otherwise known as Tubots for some reason. I don't know why. Okay then, right, so let's get down to ground level. The highways, they are parallel. They run across the map. There's a little bit of terrain glitching between the two. And alongside them, we've got the rail. A single line rail. I didn't expect that. Now, does it add anything to today's map? No, not really. Would it cause problems for today's map? Maybe, possibly. Oh, hang on, we've got bridges. Have we got perfect bridges? Let's check the road bridges first of all. They're not perfectly aligned in terms of pillars. If you look at the pillars there, they're just slightly off kilter. But at least the roads are straight and we're not doing anything silly on the riverbanks. The rail on the other side is, however, I would say perfect. Well done, perfect rail bridge. But yes, a single line, single one-way rail. I mean, really didn't expect that. I'll call that my Christmas surprise, shall I? Well, we have got a Christmas surprise in the start square in terms of today's asset review. Yeah, I promise you a little bit of Santa. I do promise you a little bit of Santa. And a little bit of Santa we have got. Ah, yes. Now, of course, a little reminder as we're just following the road doing nothing at the moment. The Map of the Year series starts in a couple of days' time. Kind of starts tomorrow where we'll have a look at a couple of the maps that didn't quite make my final shortlist. But we're going to look at them with the snow switched on. So they can look completely different from the last time we reviewed them. There's your start square intersection. It's a vanilla wishbone, that's the one. Of course, all the vanilla issues with this. The ramps are a bit steep. It's just an ugly intersection. But even uglier is bringing the rail up and over it. That is a simple newbie error, and I mean it still works fine even in slippery conditions, but it's not for me. Right, okay, let's go down to the... Oh, hello, look, we've got a wolf. A wolf. Let's come down here in this little study. As you just stood there, how often do we just sit and take in the animals? Oh, and sniff those pine trees. Don't they smell lovely? Ah, yes. Just take it in, slow down, relax for Christmas. Yeah, Mr. Wolf. Let me have a look at your face. Oh, you look better from the side, don't you? Never mind. Anyway, there's Mr. Wolf. He's on his way. Wait, you going to stop there or are you just going to glitch through it? Oh, you're a magic wolf. Anyways, let's go and have a look at today's asset of the day, shall we? Because somewhere in the start square. There she is. There she is. It's Santa Monica Octopus Sign by Lopiv2. This is an old asset. It's been on the workshop a while. And yes, if you're doing the Santa Monica Pier, you might want this. Right, factoids, because factoids. On this day, Christmas Eve, December the 24th, 1965, a large meteorite fell in Leicestershire, England, weighing in at over 100 pounds. That's quite heavy. It is probably the largest to ever fallen in Britain during modern times. There we are. So a little bit of meteorite news, if you can call it news, 50 years plus into the future. Anyway, yes, what have we got? Yes, it's the octopus. It's an octopus sign. I want to see what it looks like from underneath. Yep, that's bit shaky camera. Very hard to spin it from underneath. I thought that'd be easier. Right, so yeah, Santa Monica Octopus Sign by Lopiv2. That is as close to Santa as we're going to get today, even though the map is called Ho Ho Ho. Thanks, Lopiv. Thanks a lot. And then we'll go back along the road. You know, the road might get a little bit more exciting. It might. It might not. But it might. Yes, so map of the year. I've been collecting shortlist maps all year long. When a map gets a seal of approval, that's one thing. But sometimes I think, oh, now that really stands out. So it makes my extended shortlist of just the very best of the best of the best. And then I had to narrow down the list because there was about 20 something maps on it, about 20, 21, something like that. And the first thing I did was anybody who had a duplicate map in that list, there we go, bridges again. Anybody who had duplicate maps, so if you had 2 or 3 or 4 maps on that list, I narrowed that list down to just 1 map per creator. And then narrowed it down a little bit more until there were just 14 maps on the list, and 12 of them have made the final series, you know, my pick of the 6 and some support maps. And then 2 maps for tomorrow as well. So there you go. 14 maps to look forward to between now and New Year. Intermission time.
Have you ever wanted to create a snow scene in your summer city, but you're not interested in buying the Snowfall DLC? Then you need the Beginner's Guide to Snow Without DLC by BonBonB. Click the information button now.
And so back to Ho 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 by Reju and the shipping routes. Shipping routes are fine, actually. Nothing too exciting about them. They kind of hug the coast without being too close to the coast. And I thought it might go up the river, but it didn't. It just turned around and it came back down the other side. So while there could be a shortcut in there, it's okay, it's fine. There's nothing broken about that at all. Now, water flow. We have lots of rivers. We have an upstream here, which goes into a downstream there. Realism be damned, around that corner. Let's see what's going on up here. Water flow is very light, and we're going downstream. And now we're going upstream. So is that edge of map water flow? Oh, that's weird. Okay, right. So we're going upstream now. Now, this is the island where we have the start square coming up here. So we have water flow coming out of the start square, going upstream again. And here, is this a null area? Looks like it might be. And now we're going downstream. So the water is pushing out in both directions from the top of that arc. Now, the question is, there's no water spawn point. So how is that actually possible? I do not know. I am completely baffled by this. Completely baffled. I spent quite a lot of time looking at it and I cannot work out how that water is moving. But yes, there is no water spawn point there. So, well, there we are. What can I tell you? What can I tell you? Right, the map as a whole, it's very white with lots of trees on it. And there are 1 or 2 areas that I think are interesting. Let's start off by, if we zoom into this little notch here. I like this castle. Now, I know the castle's obviously fallen down anyway, but it looks extra dilapidated by the use of those logs. It looks like they've actually fallen down from the actual building itself. I like that. I like the work that's been done there. And as castles go, that is on my preferred list. That's not one of my favourites, but it's definitely on my preferred list. So well done for that. Rivers, I mean, they break up nicely here. Do you know what? If you've got mass transit, then doing ferries up these rivers might be a thing that you could do. I've seen more boring river networks than that. I think it's definitely usable. We have got down here, we've got a jetty. This jetty's a little bit too high. Once again, just way too high for anything other than a huge liner to pull up against. And to be honest with you, it's a river. You shouldn't be having huge liners coming up here. And of course, there is no shipping route up here as well. There's a little hill there, which we've had a little look at. And then down here, there is everybody's favourite Frosty. That's the one. Little bit of prop detailing around the outside. It doesn't do anything for me at all though. I mean, I know it's trying to indicate we've got resources so industry could be here, but I'm not really buying the position of the factory at all. And then we've got another single one-way rail line going along here with Perfect Rail Bridge. Credit for the Perfect Rail Bridge, of course. And then that goes off the edge of the map over there as well. These mountains in the fog, okay, in the clouds. Honestly, I don't really. These do nothing. I'm going to give credit where it's due, where it is due here, and that is the tree placement. We've stayed to the plateaus, to the flat areas, and to the valleys, and avoided pretty much the cliffs. And I think that's, it's worth a little nod that effort has been made. But the actual shape of the mountains there, they really don't do anything for the map at all. Anyway, what do you think? Is this a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. What do I think? I don't think it will, but you could prove me wrong. I think it's a bit better than yesterday's. So if you're feeling hungry for a snowfall map on that final top 10, you never know, it might sneak in. But you probably won't. Aesthetically, you think that these snowfall maps, they'd be prettier, wouldn't you? But I've just not seen anything today. And for me, those mountains, where it might have got a 3rd star, they've just taken that away. So I'm going to go 2 stars for aesthetics again. Possibly a little bit prettier than yesterday's map. Detailing. Detailing's a bit better. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Nothing shines. I mean, I like this castle, but nothing really shines. Plenty that I think could be improved on, but nothing that deserves 2 stars. 3 stars for detail. And for gameplay potential, yeah, playable. It's definitely playable. It's not broken. Again, it's a little bit disinteresting. That single highway is going to clog up with traffic, but it's okay. I'll go 3 stars for gameplay. So Ho 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 by Reju is our final map of the year. I wonder what the first one of next year is going to be. I wonder. I know there's a couple of big names out there planning releases soon. Maybe it'll be one of them. So that's it. Thank you for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing. Hopefully between now and the new year, this end scene going down old Asset World here. Was it Asset World? No. Themington. This was it. Themington Island. This will be replaced by Christmas. Well, by the new year, with any luck. Old map on the screen now if you want to have a little watch of that. Thanks to all the Patreons. It's not too late to join the Patreon BonBonB buddies by following the links. I've been BonBonB. You've been very, very welcome, and I'll hopefully see you Christmas Day.